What's up, guys? Teletron here today with another video coming at you. And today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO D.Va and Reinhardt Overwatch set. So let's get into it. So let's just take a look at the figures first. So let's take a closer look at Reinhardt. As you can see, he has some pretty good detail. Nice face print, armor. It's like a mini version of his actual armor in the game, which is pretty cool. Now accessories, he comes with two. The first one is his big hammer for his armor mode, but you can actually remove the end of it, like so. And then you take the bottom and you remove it and put it on the front. And then it's like a mini version of his hammer, which is, pretty cool. I like that. I think that's a nice feature. I'm glad they included it. His other accessory is if you take off his hairpiece, he has an alternate facial expression, which has some pretty good printing on it. I'm going to take the hammer out so you can see that better. And then he comes with a helmet to sorry about that, to get like a mini version of Reinhardt. I think this is really cool. I really like the look of this. I think this is pretty accurate. Now let's look at the other minifigure in this set, D.Va. D.Va is right here. She has her own exclusive hairpiece. Also, Reinhardt's helmet is exclusive. And then, so, a nice, her, weird skin suit thing. I don't know. But then, looks pretty cool. Alternate facial expression she has. So, her regular is just winking face. And then this one is like a blowing bubble gum. She's pretty cool. So she has a accessory, which is her light pistol. I think that's what it's called. And, it's pretty good. Just fits into her hand. No, attachments or anything like the other Overwatch guns in the series. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's get on to, the mechs, I guess. So, the reason I use close is because of Reinhardt's mech, which is not a mech. It's a suit of armor. It's the Crusader armor. So, we're just going to put this back into big hammer mode, where you just take the front and put it onto the top of the small, or I guess normal size hammer. Plug it into the bottom. Then I'll take this giant armor, and you want to lift up this shoulder thing. Nope, this piece fell off. Sorry about that. Okay, so then you want to just in a neutral pose, just a neutral pose. You just slot him in here, if I can get that right. You have to make sure the legs are completely straight. Then make sure he's slotted all the way in. Close that down, and boom! We have Reinhardt in his Crusader armor. So, right off the bat, I'm just going to say, no, he's not in scale. He's too big, which is sucky, but I mean, if you want the minifigure scale and you want him to be just the size of a minifigure, this set gives you that option. So, I mean, it looks pretty accurate to the game. I really like just all the detail and stuff. I like the, mini shield thing. Sadly, the Crusader armor for Reinhardt does not come with a shield, so it sucks. But he still has a hammer and just has good articulation. So articulation-wise, let's get on to that. So his head can't really move that much because it's just the helmet piece, and if you want to move the head with it, I don't know. Just the way the helmet piece is designed, it doesn't really move that well. Now arms can go up this far, but then it can only go up this far, but then his shoulder armor pieces, which are also new to this set, they can be moved all the way up like that for more movement. It can go all the way around. Less than 180 degrees of bend, but just by a little bit of elbow bend. His elbows cannot go straight like this. They have to be at an angle like so, because of the way the pieces are, which kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. Nothing in the waist, or I guess nothing in the hips. Sorry, that piece keeps coming off. I'll be right back. Hi, sorry, I just did another cut. But, so nothing in the hips, or the, yeah, hips and then waist. Legs can go out. They can go, like, out like this far before it gets hindered by some pieces. They can go in, like, not at all, really. Or they can go forward this far. This far. They can go back this far. You know, you can go around and all that. His crotch flap has an articulation point for some reason. It doesn't, like, hinder the articulation at any means. It can just move if you want that to move, I guess. I don't know. And the ball-jointed feet, which can get into some very unrealistic positions. So he's a pretty good figure, pretty good articulation. Wish he did have knees. He does not have knees. So he could do, like, his charge, but he does not have knees, which kind of sucks. Also, his arm can't, like, go over his chest, so you couldn't really, like, replicate the shield anyway. It can only go, like, to here, you know? But accessories, he comes with his big rocket hammer. So to get that into Figure's hand, you could just... Oh, sorry, I completely missed the articulation joint. Every finger is separately able to move. So, you want to take this and you want to just put it in. There's 2 clips inside the hand. You just want to slot it in there. And there. Oh, the space came off. There we go. There you go. And I mean, he can swing it somewhat well. He cannot hold it with 2 hands. I've already tried. I mean, it's pretty faithful to the game and looks and stuff. Yeah, so you can having him hold it at the bottom half of the rocket. Oh, I just took off part of his hand. I am going to be right back. So as I was saying, you know, and you can't really hold it in 2 hands, which kind of sucks. So you can hold it on the lower half, which is what I'm doing right now. But if you want to, you can have him holding it on the upper half. And you can have it be sitting or staying on the ground, and having it almost be like a cane for him or something. This figure stands somewhat well. It's kind of finicky, but not too finicky. If that makes sense. You can, if you want to, you can go have it be upside down, like a cane type thing, or do it as like fire projectile or something. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. I like it. It's a pretty good rendition of Reinhardt. One complaint I do have is that his hammer is it spins a lot, and so to make it look good, you have to be constantly spinning it, as I have been doing throughout this video. But yeah, that's Reinhardt. Let's get on to D.Va. So here's again the D.Va figure. So to put her in the mech, you can have her holding her gun. I just prefer not to because it's just easier. So you want to move the gun. Then you want to move the arms up like this. You don't have to do this. It's just personal preference. Then, you want to, take her mech. And you want to open up this back flap right here. And just slot her in. Like so. And then close it back up. So here is D.Va's mech. And I have to say, it's a pretty, just like Reinhardt, it's a pretty faithful rendition. I really like the look of it. Yeah, I mean, just all in all, it's a pretty good, mech figure, especially for Lego. It looks a lot like the actual game. So, articulation, the mech's bunny ear antenna things are really annoying. I'll get to that in a little bit. But they can move all around. Arms are on a ball joint at the shoulder and the elbow. Of course, some good wiggly movement. Nothing in the waist. Hips. You can go out I can go out and up this far. You can go in, not really at all. You can go back. If you move it out, they can go back like this far. And they can go forward. Again, if you move it out of the way. Oh, well, I just popped the mech in half. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So it can only go forward this far before you break the mech in half, as we've learned. Knee, nothing at the knee, unless you count. This is the knee that I count. This as like the ankle. The foot articulation can go back all the way and all the way forward. It can spin. You know, the toes can spin, and the heel stands can also spin. And so, all in all, it makes for a pretty good figure, in my opinion. The only complaint I have is that the bunny ears are, like, too poseable, it feels like, and I can't really get them into a nice pose. Oh, no. I mean, it's a pretty good figure. No accessories, because her arms are the blaster cannons. Does come with a stud shooter, you know. You push the top part, and it shoots out the stud. Wow. I feel like they're doing too many stud shooters at this point. Besides, because it doesn't even make the mech, like, it makes the mech's arms not even look good anymore. They just look like a big gimmick. And so, yeah. Yeah, the cockpit, I guess, if you want to count this, the cockpit, the top half can move up all the way up here, and the bottom half can move down to, like, here before it will pop off. So, the arms out of the way. Or just pop them off. So, yeah. I mean, overall, it's a really good figure. Technically, I guess, these things can move, but just so slightly, because they pop off very easily. And the fins can move as well. Oh, yeah. I forgot so much articulation. The, rocket boosters are on ball joints on the back. And then you can open this up and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, this is a pretty good figure. I really like it. She's super fun to use, or her mech is super fun to use, and overall, it's pretty good. So you can, if you want to, just use the light gun and just throw it in the mech if you want, or have her holding it if you want. Maybe like their animated short. And so that's it. So let's look at the box and the instructions. So for the box, here's the box art, and I think it's pretty cool. It shows Reinhardt with his hammer, like, yeah, and then Diva, and then, you know, Tracer, like Overwatch. The side, you have Diva and Reinhardt without their mechs, or Reinhardt's with armor, Lego Overwatch. Oh, wrong way, sorry. Lego Overwatch. The back is just a different art. Instructions, they're really good. Reinhardt is 2 bags, Diva is 1 bag, but they each have just 1 instruction booklet. And it's just the same box art as the front. And that is it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.